toe. There you go. Keep it balanced. Parkour has become like, it's basically a drug now to me, because I can't stop.
The whole perspective of reality changes, and you start seeing this world that you never really got to see before because you're too busy following that line on the ground telling you where you're supposed to go.
I'm able to overcome obstacles like mental obstacles better now because I know how to go about it because of parkour.
I've been in situations without the discipline I've acquired from parkour, I would not have known how to get through them.
It's really kind of showed me how to see beyond the problem or beyond the obstacle, where at one point I would see the obstacle, confront it, and stop because I wouldn't be able to see a way around it. In parkour, I can implement various moves to overcome that obstacle, and it showed me that in life I can apply the same thing.
Your mind opens up more possibilities to you. You start seeing things now because your body knows you can do it, and now your mind knows you can do it, and your mind will push you as far as your body will.
It's kind of showed me how to see things bigger so that I will be able to come to a different conclusion about the obstacle in front of me.
What parkour has sort of changed in my life is just not being afraid to try new things.
I've learned to really start taking chances.
I've tried so many different things. I can do this, I can do that. If I come across an obstacle in my own life, why should I be scared of that?
I went to Hawaii once, and there was a swing into a lagoon, and it was a really big drop. And before I started doing this, I would never have done it. And it's just that taking that, I'm about to do it, I know I can do it, and just going, riding that, and doing it.
Everything that you do that manifests physically first takes place in your mind. So your mind undergoes certain changes, which allows you to complete certain tasks in a physical manner.
It's practice in focusing all your energy in one thing, then executing as best to your ability.
Before I do anything, I like to take a breath and just calm myself.
If you're on a ledge or if you're about to do a big gap or anything, you have to put your full body, your full thought all into that 1 second. And if you don't, you're probably gonna mess up. But so in life, when it comes down to that, whatever it is, you have to actually stop and realize that, you know what, nothing else matters except for you being where you are at that one moment doing whatever it is that you're doing.
What's this thing in front of me right now and how am I gonna get over it?
If you do that, you know that you did your best. So if you fail at that task, you know that you're not gonna feel bad because you did the very best that you can. And that's what life's about.
I think the one thing that it's done for me, most importantly, is giving me greater patience. I come from a line of people that when they want things, they want it now. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. In between A and B, you never know what kind of obstacle is going to come your way. So you need to be clear-headed and you need to develop the patience in order to wait for it. Of course, plan, but you wait to see what you're up against. And that way, you know what to do when the time comes.
You have to take everything slowly, bit by bit, and through time you understand and you practice. And just like in real life, you can't take things right away. There's no instant solution, and you just have to work through it slowly.
Parkour, I think, has benefited Paul in the last year a great deal in the area of sort of leadership and mentoring. In every group that gets together, there's some that are more advanced than others, more experienced, and he has taken it upon himself to help others learn and how to overcome the obstacles in a very piecewise fashion to understand, just like in living real life, you can overcome larger obstacles by dealing with them piece at a time, just like the techniques in parkour.
I've learned a lot about myself physically and mentally. And on the physical side, I had no idea I was capable of even growing muscles. But now here I am, capable of doing so many things that the average person just can't do.
As your physical agility and your abilities change, you get better at what you're doing, you know your body more.
I used to be you know, really overweight, really chubby and everything, and now I've slimmed down, I've gained a lot of muscle mass.
There you go.
And I have a lot more confidence in myself nowadays because I have a better self-image.
Okay, I get it.
Parkour definitely does hone not only your physical attributes, but your mental attributes as well. Parkour does require a lot of like quick thinking. You need to be able to like change directions really quickly, or you need to find a quick route, and that really does transfer over into like my everyday life. Like if a problem comes up, like with my girlfriend, for example, like if she's really upset, I'll think really quickly and I'll find a way around that. But it also helps a lot with like family issues and school issues.
I had really bad grades, but I know I'm an A student. My parents know it. Everyone who's tested me knows it. Because I mean, I get A's on the test. I just don't want to do any of the work. I understand now. I got to get past this obstacle. And in order to get past that obstacle, I got to do it. So that's a big thing for me. You know, my slogan, just do it.
I told myself you have to start getting more like into life, basically. So I started parkouring every day. I started working out every day. I started doing my homework, which was a problem I had. And it just, now that I do it every day, I'm starting to get more disciplined, and now it's really helped me a lot. I've like really started to have more of an ambition in life, basically.
You really have to face these problems head on, because there are going to be obstacles in your life that you can't just go around. You have to get over them. That's what's happening to me right now. I'm facing my problems right now. And yeah, I think it's gonna have a good benefit for me.
There you go, boys.
I used to be really competitive. I used to dance, break dancing and freestyle hip hop. And before, I used to just want to try to find the best person out there and try to be the best. And I was really competitive towards it. As for now, it's just parkour has changed me to where it's like, it's not always about competition. You know, it's only about me and what I'm trying to build myself up to be, and being able to like just build up my own strength just for me, and that's it. You know, I'm not doing it for anybody else but for myself.
I was lucky coming into parkour because I had this natural tendency to be stubborn and tenacious and to try and persevere over obstacles, whether physical or, you know, life obstacles that would be put in my path. So in that way, parkour was actually for me a really good fit. My sister actually has mentioned to me that she has seen a positive change in me since I started doing parkour. She hasn't quite been able to put her finger on it, but she said, you know, I'm a little bit more confident. Not that I wasn't before, but it's just, you know, a little bit more so. And just that I seem to be more positive in general.
Well, I'm a web designer, so there are times where I'll be at a business mixer and there are guys there that are 3 times my age even, you know, and these guys have been in business for as long as I've been alive. So I'm scared most of the time. So what I do is I just think, like, I can do this precision here at Balboa Park, or I can do this drop or whatever, you know. That in itself helps me reframe myself. I can achieve this, I can do this. It's very easy for me to do now. You know, I've gained so much confidence just from being able to take the physical side and blend it in with the mental side of my life. It's helped me create a sort of balance.
I've had a tough family history, and I was put in a very tough situation where I didn't know if I should stay living in Colorado or if I should move out onto my own, because the experience was just getting too negative. And I was put in a very tough position, and I didn't know exactly what to do. And without the discipline I gained from parkour, I wouldn't have known how to clear this obstacle, because the obstacle of a wall in your journey of parkour is similar to an obstacle in life. And I did apply the principles of parkour philosophically to resolve my issue. I did what I felt was best for me and ended up moving, but I couldn't have done that without the guidance and knowing that I can use my body and my brain to overcome an obstacle. You can get things solved using yourself through any environment. That parkour completely can change your life.
You're gonna place your foot, plant it, and kick away. You kick up and away at a 45-degree angle, and that gives you the most height. Oh my God. I found out when I was 19 years old that I had epilepsy, and I had to make a lot of changes with my life. The doctors told me that I would never be able to go skydiving or scuba diving or participate in contact sports like football. In particular, I would never be able to really continue on with the martial arts that I was in. I wanted to compete, and that was just pretty much out of the question. At some point, I sort of left martial arts behind and took a full transition into parkour because there was no limitations there. It was something that I could put my whole self into and get everything back in return. As a side effect, I've been stronger and healthier. Whenever I'm feeling bummed out, I get out and just start moving, and by the end, I feel great. It makes my day.
I love that move. That's my favorite move. It's a really good feel to know that you're part of something, you know what I'm saying? You get the love and the respect and hanging out with a family, you know what I'm saying? And that's what all parkour is all about. Getting together and unite and helping each other out.
It's something so great about just knowing you have become a better person, internally, externally, mentally, physically, emotionally.
The reason why I come back and I do it again is because after days of training, after I've gotten some things that I've been working on, maybe I got like a big precision, I accomplished so much that I want to come back and do it again and see if I can accomplish more the next day. Once I'm done, I just have this feeling like I can do anything.
In parkour, you can really tell when you're doing good because you can feel it. It's a whole new sensation, and it's wonderful because you can feel if you're doing well, and it's great.
When you see things differently in life, then the possibilities are endless.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not jumping.
Ooh. There's that guy sitting. Whoa.